Buonasera. How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome to another episode of the RipCast. You are in the right place at the right time, from the pineapple to the big apple, from Maine to Spain, baby. Let me know where you are viewing from in the chat. That's right. Hit that like button. All right. Let's just say hello to a couple people before we get this rolling. All right. Dirty Dalish, Kyoto Whiskers, Arrow Kitty checking in. Everybody, you know what's up. You know who we have on tonight. We're excited. We have to do this very delicately because we don't want anything damaged in the green room. There's been some mayhem back there. There might have been some fisticuffs. There might have been some. There could have been someone could have been hit with a stabbing, some sort of knife, right? Dana, check it in. What's going on now? All right. But what do? We press on with the show. Let me bring on my intrepid co-host. You know him, you love him. It's the Cardiff. Hey.
Tony.
Did I have to pull you out of there? Everything okay?
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
The other guy, I don't know. But, are you ready?
Am I ready?
Yeah.
Am I ever ready? You know what to say. How do we start the show?
Let's go.
I like it when you kick off the intro.
Oh, well, good.
You know, I know you probably didn't know you were even doing it there.
Had no idea.
No idea,
but
no
hey,
clue.
we made it. We made it through.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this very delicately. We're gonna keep you guys. We got to keep them separated. Oh, thank you, Miles. But no, not on that. Not on that. Thank you, though. I will measure it for you, and I will report with the results of my head measurement. Miles, here. This is what's great. Check this out. Miles, I just wanted to get your opinion on this. Did my head get bigger since the last time? Maybe it's just because I had a couple good days. Get off that. I got to get off the TRT, apparently.
Hey, it's good stuff I hear. Joe Rogan
I'm never getting off the TRT, but not D-ball. D-ball's a little, D-ball's like crack, and I kind of like cocaine, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, why not?
Not that I do it. Not that I do it. Dirty Dalish asking, hit us with the corn smile. There you go. There it is. That's right. Sex in a field all day.
That's all it is.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We got a really special show tonight. A very special guest. He really needs no introduction. He's Cardiff Electric. Good evening.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Come stai?
Mr. Electric, how are you?
Good. How are you? I've been better.
You've been better? Yeah.
Yes.
You feeling a little under the weather over there? Are you okay?
A little bit.
Yeah.
You're looking great. Oh, wow. No,
there we go. Okay. I was wondering. Whew.
I'm full of gimmicks.
Well.
of gimmicks. How are you, Antonio Dark Tony?
Hey, thank you
Wait.
very much.
Oh, no,
Very
Zero
nice
Dark
to have
Antonio.
you. I'm very glad to have you here with us this evening. Everybody in the chat, either thinks that wants you to go F yourself or thinks I'm on D-ball, so we're off to a good start.
Good.
All right.
People want me to go F myself? That's fine.
That's yes.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
all
used to
go F ourselves.
it.
We're gonna probably, I have an appointment. So when we get into
How much does that cost?
Well, depends on where you go, how many hands are on it.
I got it.
200 if a good elderly.
Oh yeah. You get you get all kinds of stuff out here. Just it's good block, bad block.
Everybody needs to work.
But you know what I found, that everybody also likes to eat. Everybody likes Big Macs, and maybe not many people know it, but there is a guy out there. I don't know if you've heard of Joey Chestnut, but he is what you call a competitive eater. He's done the hot dog contest. He's done a whole lot of things. I want to take you into Joey Chestnut's kitchen on his day off, on his cheat day is what he calls it. Because on his cheat day, what did he do? But he set the world record for eating Big Macs.
I would imagine on his cheat day he would just eat like kale salad.
No, this is, you ready for this?
Today's my cheat day, and I'm gonna do something I've always wanted to do. I'm gonna try to break the Big Mac record, and I'm gonna use Uber Eats.
How many he's gonna order?
Holy shit.
32.
We'll give him a 20% tip.
I hope so.
$200.
Latest arrival by. They're gonna be like, what? I'm surprised it went through. On the McDonald's app, I think the most you can order is 15 Big Macs.
Nobody should know that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was fast.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Holy shit.
This is
15
this
pounds.
is intimidating. I'm like, this is awesome.
The bread alone.
Oh my baby.
I mean, when you look at this, it's like, can you even knock down 2 of these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without feeling horrible.
But, look, nowadays when I eat McDonald's, I just hate myself for a little while and I cry myself to sleep.
So you're using the product right.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
I take a Whopper over a Big Mac any day.
Oh, yeah. Well, fortunately, I have out here in California, we have In-N-Out, which is very delicious. So those are pretty good. I also like Wendy's.
I'm a
We're
Wendy's
going to
fan.
talk about burgers.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Never met the lady.
No?
She's okay.
Yeah, 4 is a lot. 4 is a lot of these things. I said the other day that I thought I would be able to knock down 3 Egg McMuffins in 30 seconds.
Shit. No,
And after I took 2 bites of the first one, I was like, I got to rethink this.
they're heavy.
Man,
They
I'll
say
tell you
they're
what.
heavy.
Woo! Hey everybody, Joey Chestnut here. I'm obviously going for the Big Mac record, and I'm excited. This is like a dream of mine since I was a kid. So I've always wanted to eat as many Big Macs as I could. So the record right now, as far as I know, is 30. Some awesome eaters have done like 25 or 26. I know Matt Stoney years ago did 25, but he's capable of more. So I'm going for 32, and yeah, it was quite an Uber Eats order. So I'm a big boy having fun, and it's gonna be it's going down. So I'm only drinking warm water, help me get it down, help relax, and I'm just gonna find my rhythm and just enjoy it.
Wow.
Sorry, did he put a time limit on himself, or he's just?
I think he did. Or I think he's just timing himself. Trying to tell the record.
Like at some point, he's got to take a dump in the middle of eating all these, right?
I mean, just right down the side of his leg. Hit the like button if you like Big Macs, and hit the like button if you don't. Because there's only two kinds of people in this world. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see this. This comment right here. Wait, not this. Not this one. Okay, this one. Him versus one small Asian man with a cup of water. Now there is another guy, and we're going to cover a few of these guys, but there is a guy named Matt Stone who's on deck, and he is half the size of this guy. When they do eating competitions together, Joey looks like he could eat Matt. like if there was a bun somewhere near him, he would eat the guy.
Dip him in water first.
Dip him in water first. Yeah, see, you got the technique, you know. The old Coney Island dunker.
Is one of them a clear winner compared to the other? I mean, like, does one of them have better stats than the other?
Yeah, I mean, Joey
Like,
Chestnut
they've
always
competed
wins
together?
the hot dog contest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he really the winner? Let's really think about the meaning of the word winner.
He's the
One sip
wiener.
per Mac. Let me just run through the chat here. How would his arteries not harden? I don't know. Matt Stoney, that's his name. Well, you know, I don't know. It's like he's like one of these competitive eaters. It's just one of these weird things. Matt Stoney, is that his name? Stoney? Yeah, Matt Stoney is always second. You're right. He always is right behind Joey. And he is a little kid, man. Well, he's a grown man, but he's little. All right, here we go. Got it. I think it was good. That's what you're showing. I think Cardiff smokes
About
that
5
guy on
minutes
the
in,
guitar,
10
What I do?
Big Macs down.
Smoke
and
that guy on the
uh,
guitar, though.
I'm
You
moving
can-
good still.
Oh yes.
I'm sweating a little bit, but it's they're tasting great.
Oh, he's talking. I was wondering what the hell that was.
I feel good.
He's
Why?
getting the meat sweats already. Look at his head.
Get a little meat sweats.
Yeah, there you go.
That's normal. Sneak is
There you go. There's the sun already, too.
more dressing than others.
Well, let's be fair. He's consumed far more bread than meat at this point.
Oh, yeah.
He really has.
Always wanted to do Big Macs. Really push myself
What do you
and see how
mean?
many I could eat since I was a little kid. I remember being a little kid and they'd sell 2 Big Macs for $4. And me and my grandpa would go get 4 of them, and I'd end up eating 3. And this just brings me back to being a kid. Me and my grandpa used to go to the same McDonald's every time, and it's crazy when I drive by that McDonald's. I still kind of I think about it. I think about it all the times I've been there with my grandpa. And it's
Can you pause
it's
this for a
weird.
second,
It's
Anthony?
weird.
Oh,
The way
absolutely.
that
Now, years ago, I remember watching a documentary, and it was going into the factory in China that made the beads for New Orleans for Mardi Gras,
Okay.
and they went to these little Asian women making the beads, welding the beads by hand, and then they went and showed them videos of what these beads are used for, and just kind of watching them, freak out.
Oh, my God. They were the anal beads.
No, just the beads that they would throw at girls who would show their boobs.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. You, of course, went for the anal beads because that's
Well, maybe they make those too.
they possibly do. But I would imagine I would like to do a similar documentary and go to starving, impoverished nations
Mhm.
and just make them watch.
The beads.
What
the
we do
beads-
for
Idiot.
fun.
What
this is
happens with the
entertainment.
products?
Oh, this
What happens with the products with the things?
Oh, this is just horrible.
food takes you back, helps you remember things. And the Big Mac's definitely, I remember my grandpa.
That's funny he says that. I remember my grandfather always used to take me to McDonald's when I was a little kid. So that's funny. He says, I remember my grandpa.
He is pouring sweat.
He is really dripping the frickin'.
Wow. Jesus. He is dripping sweat. His body's trying to shut down.
His body like, listen, can we just have a little heart attack?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Like, we just want to freak him out, make him stop this shit.
get me in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Put him to sleep.
Let's see. I think that he's going to have to finish all the lettuce too. They always want to finish like the frickin' lettuce at the bottom of the fucking plate. You know, it's like, okay, fine. You're done. You don't have to do the little bits of frickin' lettuce. The
He's showing off at that point.
Yeah, just the rusty ass lettuce. Come on.
It's never.
I'm about 15 minutes into the challenge, and I'm quite a few burgers in, and you can tell I'm slowing down a little bit. It's there's muscles in my throat that are getting a little bit tired.
I heard that before.
And my body's starting to metabolize the burgers, so I'm sweating like a madman. And it's like right now it's like, all right, I got to find a rhythm and keep pushing.
Luckily, they don't taste bad. No, it's I'm slowing down a little bit. My throat's getting a little bit tired.
Dude, you're halfway.
As far as flavor fatigue,
A little over halfway.
there's like shit, Big Macs. I don't get tired of Big Macs myself, but I think I've never eaten this many.
Shut up and eat, piggy boy.
I'm not halfway done, but
You better keep
There's still a
dropping
lot
them
more.
Big Macs, son. That's what we're paying for.
records are broken at the end, and that's where
Breaking
really
my
hard.
rhythm here. I had a good stroke going.
Right?
I'm gonna have to eat all this lettuce at the end. Just to
Did
make it
eating
legit.
food pay for this guy's kitchen? Like, this is all he does?
Flavor fatigue. That's an interesting term, right? Yeah. Good catch there, Arrow Kitty.
Yeah.
Flavor fatigue.
Never heard that one.
Never heard that one either, because I usually have like a shaker of different flavorings in case that should I should ever feel like anyone would get flavor fatigue with my penis. I have cinnamon, some just some powdered sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep for that same reason.
Which one do you prefer, corn diff?
Oh, I see what
Hey!
you did there.
See what happened? See what happened? You open the door. You let him just roll it out.
For that same reason, I keep a shaker of Dorito crumbs. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, Cardiff's joke was better. So
Yes.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. You gotta take it out and see where it goes. You know.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
got-
open up the let it
right.
run to the field.
it's
You
true.
know?
I'm running out of steam, guys. Whew. Usually I only eat for like 10
Finish up
minutes.
with the McFlurry.
Nearing about
10-minute contest, yeah.
nearing 30 minutes.
This is a hell of a cheat day.
Long.
Wash it all down.
The final
Pass
cheat.
out, baby.
Shake a little meth on the tip, and they'll never worry about the flavor of your meat again. I love YouTube. I love it. I love it. Those dirty Dorito crumbs are for his cat. He likes the sandpaper.
Oh, Miles.
Which, ooh, nice. Classy. That's a classy one.
Ooh, this is where it's getting tough. This is where your body's like, do I really want to do it? I'm like, yeah, you want to do it.
You better freaking do it. over a minute per Big Mac.
About 30 minutes in right now, and I know that
Here we go.
I know that I'm gonna get it done, but my body's just slowing down. It's exciting. I know it's just like the last couple of miles of a marathon.
Well, she
No,
likes
it's
the
not.
texture because it's just ribbed for her pleasure.
I've never run a marathon, probably never will, but
Yeah, it's not about the marathon.
Don't compare this to running a marathon, please.
This is like, I think there could be nothing more opposite
Yes.
than running a marathon than eating 32 fucking Big Macs.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
really.
doing it. He is doing it standing up. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah, and he's really breaking through that wall. I think
He just
right
needs to
now.
have a walking desk, one of those walking desks.
it must be nice knowing that you're closing in on that goal, and I'm closing in on that goal of the 32 Big Macs, and
This is your goal.
yeah,
You
right
need
now
to
I'm just 2 away from the
re-examine a few
record,
things in
and
your life.
it's going down, and it's I mean, you can see I'd like to do the same thing over and over again. Whether it's when I grab the burger, I shake off the lettuce and I stack the box. I just like to do the same thing over and over again. It helps you just helps you push yourself to a crazy limit. When you're doing the same thing over and over again, it's easy to do amazing things. And I'm really good at just getting in that pattern.
Whoa. I'm getting excited now.
It's called palpitations.
3 more. How you feel?
He's like, why don't you get that crash card out now, roll that up here and just pop my chest with it a couple times.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
this is not healthy.
Let's see. Let's look at the chat here real quick. When his body is failing because he did this, will he still be proud? And we've had a couple check-ins from Bill Loney. Bill Loney's a little miffed, I think.
Bill Loney.
Yeah, Cardiff knows them as the Royale with cheese.
No, I am not from Europe. and that's the quarter pounder, Bill Loney. Thank you very much.
That's the quarter pounder.
Because of the metric system. That's the joke he was going for.
I gotcha.
Yes.
You know, the United States is the only country that uses the imperial measurement system.
And it's the superior system.
Sure is. So he has to be puking. He's not a snake. The stomach is only so big. This is true. But hopefully his wife or girlfriend isn't watching this. Surprisingly enough, we don't know what you're talking about, Nurse Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
I do want to know if he is paid for that. Oh, Dabbleverse. I don't know. I do want to know if he's paid for that kitchen with eating.
I'll bet he has, and his
That's-
YouTube channel, and his T-shirts. And I saw this fucking guy eat a 3-foot burrito in like 45 seconds.
Wow.
Scene.
Mhm.
Joey Chestnut's his net worth is $4 million.
Yeah, he's making some money getting them sausages down his throat.
Yeah, monthly income 23,000. It's just as a competitive eater.
Wow,
My throat is tired. My little baby throat
Maybe.
is
the little
tired.
baby throat.
Boys,
My stomach is fine.
I have a controversial statement here.
My cake.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Al Qaeda might have been right.
It could have happened. It could have happened.
It's the hot take of the day.
Hot
Yes.
takes. Hot takes. I know, Bill. This is all such a good time. This is like I am enjoying. Like, look, man, I like my fucking Sesame Street life, motherfucker.
Hey, that's what we got to rename this episode. Al Qaeda might have been right.
Might have been right there. We
They
go.
might have had a point.
Yeah.
Could have had
See how
just
that
a
one
little bit of a. You never know. It's like
I'm
a
not looking forward to all this.
dartboard. They're close to the middle.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to get a spoon or a fork and just shovel it in. Wish I had some ranch dressing for it. I do, bro.
Yeah, ranch adds too many calories.
Thousand Island is a good substitute for Big Mac sauce.
That's what I've heard.
You
FYI.
think? Yeah. Pretty easy to make the Big Mac sauce. A lot of recipes online for it. Thank you, Bill. 30. I just turned it down because this copyright-free music that he has is just horrible.
Wow, he's a larger man than when this started.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. He's got a
Eventually have to eat all
see
this
what I
lettuce.
mean? Dude.
Wow.
Throughout the whole thing, I was shaking off.
Wait,
lettuce
there's
and-
still a burger that's not eaten.
and I wanted to eat the lettuce before I ate my last burger. You know, it wasn't. I thought the lettuce was going to be a little bit gross, but it still tastes good.
This is the bonus track
tasted like
commentary.
lettuce, so it wasn't bad. I imagined it being gross though, but it
So
was.
you bought the box set, Anthony.
Yeah, the whole
part of
thing.
it, so it wasn't a problem. I just had to do it, and I'm still amazed at how good the Big Mac still tasted. It's so much easier to eat a food that you're familiar with and your body just already knows.
Wow.
It's a.
Now, I gotta
weird
say, the
place.
hardest
You
part
gotta do
about
some
this
restaurant
this
challenges,
Big
and
Mac
restaurant challenges,
is that Big
you don't
Mac is
necessarily know
now
what it's gonna taste like
probably
at all.
about an hour old.
And even if it tastes good,
Delivery.
Oh, no.
tolerance for it.
To sit in
Yeah,
there
but-
for 40
Yeah,
minutes.
right. And that's like, it's like cold and
Yeah.
In Big Mac years, that's like
Big Macs,
37
and,
years old.
An amazing tolerance for Big Macs.
What, no fries?
Oh yeah.
oh my god, 18,000 calories. Get out of town. What's wrong with this guy?
15 pounds.
Wow.
Shit.
Now, I want him to weigh himself before eating the Big Macs, after the Big Macs, then before the first shit, and then
Yeah.
after the first shit. I want to know that's the experiment I want.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, do you think it'll be like the first one's going to be just a really dense one, or do you think it'll be a bunch of kind of regular ones that
No,
are
there's
just kind
nothing-
of backed up?
I don't think there's gonna be anything dense.
I
coming
think
out
there's
of it.
going to be a lot of problems with whatever they have here. Okay, so listen, I just wanted to also point this out, everybody. What you may not know, Cardiff, is that there is a Cardiff by the sea.
No.
Yes.
Ready?
there is.
Oh, wait, I forgot what we were going to say. Hey guys,
Thank
welcome
you.
back to Off the 56. Today we're going to be taking a tour of Cardiff by the Sea. So let's get started.
Take a little tour. Pretty right.
Right now we are at Seaside State Beach in Cardiff. And this is one of the two main beaches here in Cardiff.
Yep.
It's kind of known for its white sandy beaches, the gorgeous cliffs, and great surfing, right?
Great surfing. Yeah, this is actually home to Rob Machado, world famous surfer, and he has a really large presence here in at this beach. So they hold like a surf contest here, I think, in his name. You sometimes even see him surfing here himself.
So you got your surfing. You got let's go to the town. We're having a donut here. Just showing you around real quick. I just wanted to let you have a little history for your namesake here. You know, give a little tribute to our buddy, new friend here on the channel.
Whoa, slow down.
That is just
So Cardiff, I think, is
Yes?
more of like a traditional beach town. It kind of is like a La Jolla. It's not like a La Jolla. This is a much more beachy beach town.
Right.
When you think of a beach town, that's what Cardiff is.
Absolutely. I think if you live here, it's important that you're close in proximity to the beach, to the people that live here. So I think a lot of the people probably surf or are very frequent beachgoers. I don't think you would live in this area and pay these sort of property prices.
It's not the cheapest place in the world. to live.
No, but
I would say this is a very nice place to live, by the way, Cardiff.
Thank you.
Cardiff is a very nice place.
It's okay.
Okay.
look at, I mean, if you can see, most of these homes as you're going up these hillsides have ocean views, which is so awesome.
That's the good thing about Cardiff. It kind of goes up like this. So a lot.
Right.
It's a good thing about Cardiff. They're saying a lot of positive things. All right.
So I'm enjoying this.
You gotta love it, right?
Very narcissistic. Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
but yeah, pretty hilly up here where people live. But oh my gosh, look how close you are to the ocean, how beautiful it is.
Kind of a tight-knit community too, because it is so small. It is part of Encinitas.
Yeah.
But, they like to think they're their own town. All right, now we're standing out Seaside Market in Cardiff, and Seaside Market is best known for its tri-tip.
Yes.
It's also known by locals as Cardiff crack because it's so good.
Hey.
It's
That's
like
right.
crack.
You keep coming
I
back.
have something else that I call Cardiff's crack, but
Actually, two things: actual crack and another thing.
And other things over in this area, we have Pipes Cafe,
Multiple and
which has a
several.
great breakfast. Get there early because the place gets packed.
Pipes Cafe. Where's that? See that? Cardiff, Liverpool Drive.
Liverpool Drive. So they're really going with the whole England
Yeah.
thing, huh?
Wow, the whole Cardiff. You know, that
Wales,
whole.
I guess.
Yeah, the Wales Cardiff. That's right.
Packed, especially on the weekends. And other good restaurant options over Fish 101, which
101.
is right down the way here. So
Thanks, Ollie.
again, Cardiff has a lot of good restaurants and one of the best
Ding.
markets in all of San Diego
Yeah,
right here. Right?
absolutely. I agree. Yes. Here, here.
So that was our tour of Cardiff by the Sea. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are ever planning on moving to San Diego, Courtney and I would be happy to find your next home.
So that's Courtney and Byrne. All right.
Nothing about the podcast? What kind of realtors are these?
That's Courtney and Byrne showing you around. They're going to sell you a place, guys. If you need a place, you get in touch with Courtney and Byrne. All right. So now a lot of people don't realize how important the potato has been to society.
Yes.
How, really a lot of the history of the potato is unknown to a lot of people.
True.
And I think this is something that we need to bring to light. So let's just listen for a minute to how potatoes change the world, because we got a real zinger coming up in a second.
What is your favorite international food? Italian spaghetti bolognese, Indian curry, Irish coddle, Chinese kung pao chicken, or Belgian chocolate? These all have one thing in common.
What do you guys think that is? Put it in the chat. I need some emojis. What do you think is that one thing that is in common?
Eggplant.
Let's throw some potatoes and gourds in the chat there. Here we go.
Other than the fact that they're all delicious, they all rely on Native American plants. Before Columbus stumbled upon the wrong continent, famines regularly ripped through Europe, Africa, and Asia. After 1492, though, tables everywhere were introduced to corn, potatoes, peppers, tomatoes, chocolate, vanilla, and many other foods. Now, over 60% of the food consumed worldwide originated in the Americas. How did Native Americans create and manage these incredible crops? What amazing effects did they have? And how did potatoes and bird poop create the modern world? Well, let's find out. The Europe that Columbus set sail from was one that we would have a hard time imagining today. It was a continent of hunger. The populations of Northern Europe rose and fell based on grain harvest, which failed a lot. France, then one of Europe's richest countries, suffered 111 famines between 1371 and 1791. England lost 10% of its population to famine in 1316. Every year in Europe was like winter in Game of Thrones, is what I'm trying to say. That's why the Mediterranean was the great hub of ancient empires. The weather there was much more reliable. Rome, Persia, and Egypt were empires of grain. Northern Europe, China, India, and the people of Africa lived and died based on an unpredictable food supply. Sure, they had some crops that grew in their soil. Asia was especially
You know, when people complain nowadays about things, they should just watch a video like this, I think.
Yes.
Give you a little perspective.
Might help keep them grounded.
That's where rice comes from, okay? People got to go. That's called a patty. And you got to hope there's no mines in it. What?
You mean a patty like Johnny Chestnuts was eating?
Right.
2 all beef patties, lettuce sauce, special.
Almost.
Never mind.
Almost. Ready? I have a weird thing for memorizing jingles and songs. And it
please.
is 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you. I almost forgot the recipe.
We don't expect you to know American things. All
You
right.
were right, which
from
is the best
Minnesota.
crop to start the game with, but a lot of land just lay unused because no known crops would grow there. Thousands of miles away, the Native Americans were eating beans, corn, potato.
I'm saying you're from South America. We're
Yes. Thank you.
originally you're from South America. You may be in another place now.
Yes. Illegally.
Cassava, chocolate, and squash, along with much, much more. They enjoyed probably the most nutritious diet in the world at the time, especially those in Mesoamerica and the Andes, which is surprising considering the fact that the civilizations that lived in the Andes survived in one of the world's toughest environments, but they managed to make it work somehow. How? Well, they kind of became early crop scientists. They created experimental fields all over the Andes, built at different altitudes and angles towards the sun. If disease or drought struck the crops in one place, it wouldn't affect the crops that were bred to survive just a few meters higher up or down. This practice allowed them to grow huge amounts of potatoes and corn in thousands of different...
All right, check it in the chat. Andrew says Cardiff rocks.
Oh, I just did her show.
Oh, awesome. Well, hello, Andrea.
Hello. Hello, Andrea. Moderator to the stars.
Oh, we love that. Mind blown. So are we learning something here? We having fun? See,
Yes.
this is very interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
This is what I like to have happen on the show when a guest comes on. I don't like to necessarily, we don't have to shit on people. We can, but it's nice to learn a couple things about some origin stories that are connected to our guests.
This is why all the pyramids in South America are like steps, because they could put their planters on it. We got it.
Potatoes.
different varieties. The Andeans were creating new crops to give themselves a kind of crop insurance.
Hey, it's my cousin.
They turned the Andes into a giant farm by building more than 1 million acres of terraced fields. The Spanish called them andenes, which may have given us the name Andes.
Further up in North America, traditional farming centered on a small field called a milpa. Oh, by the way, I'm Tristan from Step Back History.
Okay, I was thinking, is this the same guy? It's just dude.
Hold on. A milpa? A mom I'd like to put.
Mom, I like in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
A milpa is a field in which farmers plant a dozen crops at once, with corn, squash, and beans being the primary crops. These are known as the Three Sisters, and they're both nutritionally and environmentally complementary. Kid tested, mom approved. The corn plant's leaves protect the beans from the sun while providing a stalk for them to grow up. The vines of the squash cover the soil and capture more rain, thus preventing erosion, while also preventing weeds from growing. To thank the squash and the corn for their hard work, the beans then fix nitrogen into the soil to help the corn and squash grow. The patented Three Sisters system reduces the destruction of the plants by pests, which protects the plants without the need for chemical insecticides. The Three Sisters were planted across North America, from the Maya in Mexico all the way up to the Haudenosaunee in the US and Canada.
Wow.
Back to you.
Thanks, Tristan. If you'd like to learn more about the Haudenosaunee and their incredible Great Law of Peace, head over to Step Back History's channel after this video.
Yeah, if you guys like this sort of stuff, that is a great channel to check out. And I love all these kind of historical, different things. Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's awesome. I had no idea about that Three Sisters thing.
I know.
Yeah, but don't you think that just happened by accident?
Probably.
They're just like,
It's like, oh, this worked. I don't think there was actually.
Not much planning, right? Just sort of like Harry Carey.
Might be giving them too much credit. Yeah.
A little bit.
The link is in the description, and make sure you subscribe when you're there, because he
Unless they were aliens, which is going to be a different show.
Yes.
puts out some fantastic videos. By choosing which seeds to plant rather than randomly throwing a handful into the soil, which was popular in Eurasia, the Native Americans developed thousands of different kinds of plants. Some of their corn grew in 3 months, others in 9. Some grew in the desert, others in the jungle. From Canada to Chile, Native Americans found a way to adapt their corn to their environment. Through trial and error, the Native Americans became early geneticists. The best example of their abilities, and one of the most influential, was their cultivation of the potato. Andean peoples were eating domesticated potatoes by 2000 BC. Over thousands of years, They developed the wild potato from a poisonous plant into a staple crop. Through their
Do you recognize that guy at all?
No.
Never seen that side of the potatoes.
There's
I
above
know.
sea level. There's a potato for that.
See?
Oh God, there he
This
is.
is this is the pioneer of the cold potato.
It's haunting.
Potato
Yeah,
ice cream. Mm.
From yellow to purple, there was a potato for everyone. Potato empires rose and fell in the Andes. Inca armies marched up and down the continent, expanding their borders, fueled by their favorite tuber. At the time of the war with the Spanish, Andean farmers had developed over 3,000 different types of potato. Now, no more than 20 different types make up about 3/4 of the total potato harvest in the United States.
3/4.
Okay, so the Native Americans were pretty good farmers and made a bunch of different kinds of potatoes. What does that mean to me? Why should I care? I hear you say, internet person. Well, imagine what Ireland would be like without the potato. What would the Germans, the Russians, or the Scandinavians eat?
Obviously, a lot of potato dishes there. We're going to jump forward just a little bit here because we got another video package lined up right behind this. So we're just going to get
Built a
right to
whole new set of crops and taught everyone how
money
to
shot.
grow them. In the creation of our modern history, in the telling of stories, the Native American farmer hasn't really been given a place. Risk-taking conquistadors, proselytizing missionaries, and the political struggles of colonists, cowboys, and kings took central stage. But without the ingenuity of these native farmers, without the crops they developed over thousands of years, and their innovative ways to maintain them, most people wouldn't be alive today. There is no enlightenment without potato, or moon landing without corn. Cassava is lifting millions of people from poverty, while chocolate grants others.
Did you hear what they just said?
Yeah, corn.
No moonlight.
No. Did you hear how both the corn and the potato are an important part of history together?
But the potato's more important, I believe they said.
Just
Do you
on this
know that-
planet. I mean, but once you get out past the Earth's atmosphere, it's corn.
I think everybody sees my point here.
Yeah, total. When Total Recall happens,
You're the
we'll call
ebony
you
and ivory
cornhead.
of vegetables.
Thank you.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Now, another part of history that many don't know about, okay, if we're going to talk about things potato,
Yes.
is we have to talk about American pop culture. And what are we going to bring up about American pop culture other than
Fonzie?
Did we guys fund this video? Yes, we did fund that video. We funded it through our hard work out in the fields of South America,
Yes.
helping with the harvest. And
Show me the
bringing-
Fonzie video. Let's go.
Hold on. Fonzie video, not yet.
Hey.
They only had 3 of the cool plants. All right, so here we go. See, separate but equal. Look at that. All right, see what we got here? We got a truce going, maybe.
I can't wait anymore for the Fonzie video. I'm just gonna go watch my own.
It's
too.
not the Fonzie video. Hold on. We're going right into
I really want to watch Fonzie now.
the history of, it's like all happy days, the history of Mr. Potato Head.
Since discovering them in 3000 BC, humans have found that potatoes can be boiled, baked, fried, mashed, steamed, and of course, adorned with human plastic body parts. This is the Mr. Potato Head edition of Where's the Fun From?
Master of disguise.
Now I gotta tell you something. This is some interesting stuff right here. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the Mr. Potato Head did look more normal than the guy talking about Mr. Potato Head.
Somehow.
Before he became a movie star in the Toy Story franchise, Mr. Potato Head took root in the fertile mind of a Long Island artist who for a brief time made it okay for us to play with our food. In 1949, George Lerner came up with the idea for Mr. Potato Head on a day when bad weather had his kids stuck indoors and grumbling about being bored. According to an Associated Press article that ran in 1956, Lerner, a commercial artist, got out some potatoes and carrots. Then, using collar buttons, toothpicks, and other...
Hey, Cardiff, can you grab Andrea's link and either drop it in the chat here and put in the private chat?
Yeah.
So that, one of you guys maybe grab Andrea's link to her channel.
What's her channel's name?
because I don't think I'd have her drop a link in, but I don't think
I'm not seeing anything in the. It was in the chat. You said.
No, I'm saying, can you get her link
Oh.
to either put it in the private chat, or if you guys can drop it right into the chat so that people can go follow her and subscribe to her channel?
So, Andrea, I have not met you yet. What is the name of Andrea's channel? If anyone could fill me in.
So I don't believe Andrea has a YouTube. She just has she does a podcast on Spotify.
Oh, cool. Well, we could put that link in the channel, whatever it is.
She's got she does work with Ken Otto, Ken Otto's YouTube channel.
Well, if you want to drop your episode or your favorite episode, just drop it on in there in the chat for her.
We just recorded it, so it's not
okay. Well, then at least drop a share of one of her shows, and
I'll
then,
put something. Yes,
put something in there.
They delete all of my chats.
Oh. God damn it! Just put her link in there.
No, I will. I'm laughing. I'm laughing with everyone else.
I have to work here. Jeez.
See, I've always it's like flying the Millennium Falcon. Living it podcast. I like it.
Other odds and ends, he began to turn the vegetables into lifelike people. The children were delighted. There were other make-a-face toys on the market at the time, but none that included three-dimensional plastic parts, and certainly none that encouraged the mutilation of produce. It's hard to imagine a more innocuous toy than Mr. Potato Head. But in 1949, with World War II food rationing still fresh in consumers' minds, the idea of turning food into a toy was considered irresponsible and wasteful. As a result, George Lerner was having trouble selling his idea until he took his toy on a fateful trip from Long Island to Rhode Island. Brothers Herman, Henry, and Hillel Hassenfeld formed Hassenfeld Brothers in 1923 to sell remnant fabrics. They took a step toward the toy industry when they started to sell pencil boxes and pencils, and soon boxes filled with school supplies. That led to other play kits, like a junior doctor, nurse, and sewing kits. And soon Hassenfeld Brothers, or Lerner kits, when it was released, it contained no potato, just a styrofoam head to give kids a clear picture of what they were supposed to do with all the potato head paraphernalia in the package, which included a body, hands, feet, ears, 2 mouths, 2 pairs of eyes, 4 noses, 3 hats, eyeglasses, a tobacco pipe, and 8 felt pieces
no smoking.
cut out to resemble facial hair, all for just 98 cents. And how did kids find out about this new toy? Well, on April 30th, 1952, Hasbro did something that no other toy company had ever done. They advertised a toy on television.
Look at that. The first television.
Just 5 years earlier, only 2
Mr. Potato Head. Right. So here's some more historical context about how important the potato is in our social fabric,
in just entertainment.
Yes.
Just pure entertainment alone.
Yeah.
Right? America was built on my shoulders.
and now it brings it right into the digital age.
250,000 TV sets were in use in the United States. Wow. By the end of 1951, just before the launch of Mr. Potato Head, there were nearly 8 million. Television had reached the baby boomers.
That's when you could work a job in a factory like that, have 3 kids, a house, a car, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And work in a factory and make televisions, right? Or work in an automotive factory. A factory worker back at that time could easily have a family and all those things, right? But how times have changed.
That's back when lead, paint, and asbestos were good for you.
It was when it was delicious, right?
America.
And look at how popular it became indeed. Indeed.
Watched awestruck as this magical box of flickering gray pictures introduced them to a fun new toy. Hasbro sold
the beginnings
over 1 million Mr. Potato Head kits its first year. In 1953, Mr. Potato Head got hitched. Mrs. Potato Head was introduced, followed soon after by 2 kids, Spud and Yam.
See that? See what they did there?
I never knew that.
Yep. Mr. Potato Head had a Mrs. Potato Head, and they had 2 kids, Spud and Yam. Did anybody here know that? I didn't.
No.
Corn did not.
I don't want to discuss the fact that two potatoes together could not produce a yam. I'm just saying it would be impossible. So obviously, Mrs. Potato Head was a bit of a whore.
She stepped out.
Yes.
Stepped out.
Oh no.
Just saying.
There was like some Cuban potato down the street, you know. He's like, "Hello, today, Mr. Potato. What are you doing?" Espresso, just a spicy seasoning for the air.
That's right.
Every time I had one of those as a kid. Come over here, let me Mr. Potato you.
I thought the original
ad called.
What's that?
I thought the original Mr. Potato Head. I thought it actually had like metal spikes to push the.
Well, we're getting to that. Funny you should say that.
Oh.
Funny you should say that because that is actually mentioned in here.
This year's biggest craze, and this ad from the same year confirms it. If kids want to dress up as you for Halloween, you've reached celebrity status. Beginning in 1953 and for the rest of the 50s, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head were front and center in all of Hasbro's marketing. I love the open-ended play of the early Mr. Potato Head kits because they allowed kids to let their imaginations run wild. He wasn't just Mr. Potato Head. He could be Mr. Pepper Head, Mr. Avocado Head, Mr. Tomato Head, Mr. Beet Head, Mr. Orange Head, even Mr. Banana Head. Three things really changed the way Mr. Potato...
See that?
Awful.
I mean, it's like, it's horrible. There goes the neighborhood with that pepper.
Potato Head was made. Number one, kids don't always put their toys away. Yep. Number two, all organic material eventually rots. Yuck. Which means that Mr. Potato Head really did grow on us, especially if he was left under the couch for a few days. But the third thing really sealed the deal, and that was the early kits from Mr. Potato Head came with sharp parts that you had to pierce vegetables with, and the new toy safety regulations meant that those had to go.
See that?
So in 1964, our favorite potato got something really special, his very own head. When Hasbro saw that the introduction of plastic...
See, now they're developing, right?
That's something. It looks better. He's got kind of a cone head shaped noggin on him compared to the modern one, but
you can no longer be stabby, right? Now we were talking about the smoking earlier, so we're going to push up just a little bit in the package.
Mr. Potato Head, a toy you can put together yourself from Hasbro.
He lost his arms and he was decidedly not happy about it. Through the late 80s and early 90s, his popularity and emerging personality turned him into a spokespud. In 1987, he surrendered his tobacco pipe to the U.S. Surgeon General in support of the American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout. In 1992, he lent a hand.
You said it earlier. You said no smoking, right? So just so you know, it's you know your heritage is right along with that.
I know what it's like to be an example for children.
Would you be willing to take a DNA test?
No.
Hand by giving up his couch potato reputation and received an award from Arnold Schwarzenegger and the President's Council for Physical Fitness. But even Arnold could not have predicted that Mr. Potato Head was about to become a movie star. Mr. Potato Head? Get out! It was 1995 when Mr. Potato Head appeared in the Disney Pixar Pictures hit movie Toy Story. Don Rickles supplied his voice in a persona.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know it was Don Rickles?
No, that was pretty cool. I wasn't, I only briefly sort of caught it. This was back when I was still, knocking down the sauce.
Until seeing this picture, I had forgot that the potato he's got a hole in his butt to shove his parts in.
Right,
I forgot about that.
Right, he has like a flap.
It's got storage.
Right.
You've obviously never watched Toy Story because they use that gag frequently.
Okay, no, no, I haven't really.
Presented Mr. Potato Head as a cynic, but somehow lovable just the same. He got his own TV show in 1998, and Toy Story 2, 3, and 4 only made his popularity grow. Beginning in 2005, Hasbro started to make licensed versions of Mr. Potato Head, and the greatest thing about these were the potato puns. There was Darth Tater, Spider Spud, Optimash Prime. And of course, my personal favorite, Tony Starch.
There's some ideas there for some masks, yeah.
In that article from 1956, George Lerner is quoted as saying, "They told me that nobody would buy a game that merely called for making faces out of vegetables and fruit. Unfortunately, many people, when they do get a good, profitable idea, don't have enough faith in it.
Or they snort all their profits."
Yes.
Thankfully for us, George Lerner kept the faith and delivered the fun in the form of one hot potato.
So there you go, Mr. Potato Head. Some history for everybody, right?
I hate the moral at the end of that. You know, you just have to keep trying. You know how many people have kept trying and still go nowhere?
Yep.
A lot of
It's
people
crazy.
have persevered and still done nothing.
You got to keep. You know what? If they give you that what did Abraham Lincoln say? He said, "If give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I spend 4 sharpening the axe."
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Well, Cardiff, I want to tell you, I hope you have had as good of a time as we have had.
Probably not.
But, you know, you're probably right.
It's an honest potato.
Just like Honest Abe.
You got it. That's right. If you're going to chop down the tree, you got to start somewhere. If you've made a shitty potato pun since you've known Cardiff, maybe here and there. But we definitely want to thank you for coming out, and we hope that you'll come back again sometime soon.
Without Cardiff, yes.
Fantastic. Well, we'll definitely make something happen, and we definitely appreciate you coming out. And we'll see you on the next one, brother.
Ciao, Bello.
Thank you, sir. I like this guy. I like this guy. He's like Ed Cardiff. He's a good guy. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great to have Cardiff here. It was great to have Cardiff here. It was great to have them here together. And hit them with the smile.